Good morning everyone. How are you? Happy Saturday. So today's video technically is going to be a short one because I just want to tell you about a project that you will see me make, and it so happens to work perfectly with the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery prompt, which was revealed on Wednesday night, a bag. And luckily, with my time constraints of moving house this month, like we're getting to the pointy end of the move, I had filmed part one prior to going to Ballarat to the retreat that Susanna hosted, and part two I actually quickly filmed as soon as I saw that the bag prompt was it. I finished the bag, I think Thursday morning. And then I've jumped into the car, the van with my husband with a load of furniture, driven through to Barham Heads 4 hours, unloaded it, slept the night, got back in the car, drove straight back. And it's now Friday afternoon and I'm here to quickly do this video for you being Saturday. So that's what's happened for me in the last 48 hours. So I'm just getting really, really busy. And luckily, I had started working on Susanna's invention, her Scrappy drawstring bag. On my way back to Brisbane, I saw that Tia is going to be doing it as well. Tia is Calm Creations. So both Tia and I will be making this bag. We're both going to be doing it slightly differently. Having said that, we're both using a jelly roll. Now, if you caught my video on Easter Monday, I sort of allude to the fact that I really wanted to use this pack of fabric for the project, which I ended up doing and filming pre-Easter, hence why I had video one already, in the playlist to come out on Wednesday next week. And now I've finished part two, so you will see exactly how I make my version of it. I've Corrined it, so to speak. That's what Susanna always says. She Corrinifies it. Now, I just wanted to confirm and make sure everyone's on the same page. Susanna doesn't sell the pattern. She had the kit of fabric to make it, and then her videos showed you how, and she talks you through the process. So if you want to jump ahead and get into it and make it like Susanna does, which is strips of fabric joined, cut to create new strips, and then spun around and rejoined to give you a patchwork side to your bag. I think Tia is going to do the same sort of thing because I was watching her video in the car and she was joining strips together. So pretty much how Susanna did it. So head over to the girls' channels to see the Susanna way of doing it. And on Wednesday, you'll see how I decided to do it. Now, if you wanted to get started, because it's so simple and you're looking for, some bag inspiration for the prompt, I'll just go through a couple things. And I think when you sort of see my explanation, I'll see I've still got my notes here from when I filmed. If you're someone who's purchased Susanna's kit, there's a few more details within that pack of fabric. So you probably already made it because I think Susanna launched this 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I checked her website and there's still some packs available, but I just don't know how many. What I did is, because a jelly roll is a pre-cut pack of fabric in these strips, I think they're, for those new to all of this, these jelly rolls, they are nearly they're 2.5 inches. I think Susanna uses 2-inch strips to create her rectangle. What I mean by rectangle, that's the panel of fabric that is the exterior and also the interior of this bag. Now, because I was using these jelly rolls, mine was a little bit bigger, and you'll see it all play out in the video because I decided to actually weave my strips. So if you see this, I lay them all down in one direction and then start bringing them from the other direction, picking up some 2 at a time, 1 at a time, and ducking in and out. Sometimes I went over 2 strips, other times I went underneath that one and popped up elsewhere. So you'll see all that in the first video. I do also plan in the first video to put lace and things over it. You'll see it all play out, but I changed my mind. You know what it's like when I'm nutting out these projects. I have a million ideas and it slowly comes to the finish. To be honest, once I stitched it, because I sat there and running stitched all over it, like camphor style, I just loved it. And then the thought of laying lace over it, I just didn't think it needed it. I just love that look. So you'll watch all that play out, but you can see the finished product here at least. So the inside of the bag, I ended up, this fabric, if you're asking, I'll put it in the description below. Where's my little thing? It's by Three Sisters Moda. Atelier is the name of it. And a jelly strip is classic. There's 40 pieces, 2.5 inch strips. That's industry standard. So if you're ever wondering what a jelly roll is, it's quite a lot of fabric, but it's all 2.5 inches. Now, let's put that to one side. The lining, I ended up picking this one. It's also a Moda fabric. It's called Hyde Park, and it's made by Blackbird Designs. And somewhere I saw the word Hyde Park, and there it is there, by Blackbird Designs. So that's what I chose. It sort of all matches my French theme for my other project, the pouch that we made on the first month of all of this. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, construction wise, for those of you who want to shoot ahead and get started over the weekend, I make a rectangle. Can't remember the measurements, but it was at least 40 something inches. You watch Susanna's video. She's got all the information there. Or wait till Wednesday. You join the sides of it together to create the tube, and then at the bottom of that panel you run a gathering stitch that cinches it all in. And you'll giggle because I think it's video 2. I used the sewing machine just with normal cotton, and I extended the stitch so that it was big and could be gathered, and it snapped. So because I'm using so many layers of fabric plus stitching, plus there's calico or muslin underneath all of this to give it, you know, plenty of body, I ended up hand gathering it. So I just did a big stitch right around that bottom edge. Then I could pull on this cotton and really cinch it in. And I just kept bringing it in so that it matched my circle. I go through all the measurements of the circle. I give you that measurement. Can't remember what it is. Nah, it's gone. But you watch the videos and jump ahead and go and watch Susanna's videos because it's already made. What else did I do? So once you sort of get your panel on the outside, your decorative panel, cinched in, I hand stitched this to that. It was just too chunky, and my poor little sewing machine probably would have had a fit. And like Rachel said, it can be quite stressful at times when you're going around these tight little circles or intricate work, and your sewing machine is just banging on there, and you're with a quick unpick. So I ended up just overcast stitching the 2 raw edges together. Now the lining is exactly the same, except I used that fabric and didn't do any embroidery in there. There's the circle. I used my crochet cotton again to gather it in. I thought, you know, while we're onto it, we're onto something good here. Just use needle and thread. And then I overcast stitched those right sides together to join the 2. And I think I found the quarters on both. So then I put a little notch in it so that I could join everything up evenly. So picture this is actually joined, but I put a notch there and a notch there and a notch there. And of course, if that was joined, there would have been a notch over there. And then I did the same to the circle, a little notch, little notch, little notch. And then those notches got matched up to those notches. Look, how rough is that? Like, seriously. But look, just hold your horses and you'll see it all. So today's video was really, oh, the other thing I did is I did a different way of making the tunnel for the drawstrings. Susanna opens up the side seams, having sewn a tunnel with the sewing machine, and then feeds it through the 2 layers. Where I thought, oh, something different. I get a jelly roll. Actually, I think this is the one I use in the video as I'm theorizing the engineering aspects of a tunnel. And I decide to do that and then run the sewing machine along. I was going to hand stitch it, but I decided to use the sewing machine because it's such a stress point. So, and I'm really pleased I did because I just know it's nice and secure there. And it was plenty wide, and I just turned the raw edges in, and then in went the cordage. And you use 2 pieces to go around and come out the opposite side. But anyway, it's all in the video. It's all in the video. Or if you're in a hurry, go and watch Susanna's video. And Tia's already started hers. I saw that pop up. So you can certainly go and watch Tia's. I remember Susanna saying that she found a very old version of this in an antique store. And being Ballarat and the mining city that it was, these bags were very much in vogue in those days. The ladies would have had all of their precious things in their little bag, or a project, I guess. But I just love it. It worked out beautifully. So what else did I have to tell you? So the first video will appear on the Wednesday. I've just gone in and added to the title Roxy Journal of Stitchery, the bag, prompt, all of that. So you'll know when it pops up. And the second one on the next Wednesday. So I am so relieved. I have to thank the girls for picking bag because it's taken a bit of pressure off of me. I had left a space for a video each week for the month of April Roxy Girls prompt. So yeah, I thought, well, I better come on today and let you know what's all happening. I will see how I go for the rest of the month. While I was at Burrum, I must say, I went through my craft room and had a look at all of these patterns I've got for bags. I've been collecting bag patterns for goodness knows how long, all sorts of patterns. Some of them are really epic projects, so I definitely don't think I'll get into anything big. But yeah, it was good. I was up at the Cracker Sparrows, and I thought, oh, I'll have a coffee and just relax and wander into my craft room and dig out all those bag patterns. Nothing really jumped out at me yet, but I thought I've got a couple of weeks. I'll just get this move underway, and I'm thinking within 2 weeks I'll actually be with Pepper Bandit and Fudge at the house. And Gaz will be in Brisbane taking care of the last minute things as we hand the keys to the real estate agent. So I reckon I'll start a second bag, but we'll see. I do have a bunny project that I started over Easter that I'm just itching to get back to because I bought all of those Japanese fabrics when I was down with Susanna, and I don't know, I might slip into that project because it's calling me. It's calling me. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say is, yes, I'm making a bag. This is it, based on Susanna's bag. Tia's also making it. Did I mention that I checked Susanna's website, and she still does have packs available if you like her colour scheme and you would like to do a shabby soft pinks and blues, and she's got all sorts of lace and morsels in there that you can attach to the bag. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Sorry I'm not stitching today, but gee, I was relieved when the girls said it was a bag. I've already mentioned that. I feel like I have. It was like, oh my goodness, thank you. Because I just happened to have this bag in production. So quickly finished it, and it's ready for you guys to follow along if you so choose. But it's really simple. Don't go looking for a pattern. There is no pattern. There is only a kit of fabric that you can use to make one like Susanna's. So I just wanted to make that really clear. I'm sure you'll hear me say that in the next video, but if you did want to get into this style of bag over the weekend, yeah, it's pretty simple. 2 rectangles and a circle for the base. Check out Susanna's video. Jump over to Tia, who's starting it now. At least, you know, you're on your way. All right, guys, have a lovely weekend. Thanks for dropping in, and it's a bit of an announcement video, not actually doing anything. So I guess I'll leave you all alone, and I'm going to go and load the van again and get back on the road and move house. So nothing like it. Workload, I tell you. All right, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.